Well, 2017 will mark 25 years of Manitobans walking to raise money and awareness for Alzheimer's. As the month of June rolls around, those walks will start all over the province, including right here in Winnipeg. This is the big walk, June 13th at the Forks. And to tell us about that and so much more, Wendy Schettler joins us, the CEO of the Alzheimer Society of Manitoba. Wendy, what does it mean to you to see not only the support the Winnipeg Walk gets, but the walks all over the province? There are more than 60 going on around the province. What does all that support mean to you?
Well, quite frankly, it's really encouraging to see so many people talking and thinking about dementia and supporting people impacted by dementia, because we know that it impacts a lot of people. We've got 22,000 Manitobans with dementia, and for every one person with dementia, we know there are at least 2 family caregivers, and so that's a lot of people.
Wow. And as CEO, you've been to a few of these walks, of course. Kind of describe what is the atmosphere and the environment like here when everyone gets together on walk day?
Well, it's like a little party. It's an event for the whole family. The energy is really very positive, and walking around, as the numbers have really grown over the years, it's also really exciting, and talking to people who've been coming to walk after walk, and for them to see the excitement. And we typically get about 1,200 people out to the Winnipeg Walk, and people know they're there for a common cause. They all have their stories. They're carrying around signs that say who they're walking for. There's a real sense of solidarity that we kind of understand what we've all been through, and we're living, and how we really want to support each other.
Right. You mentioned those numbers are growing. I think the last 6 years you've had more and more people come out each year, and as a result, more and more funds raised. What can you kind of attribute that to? Why are these numbers consistently rising?
Well, I think there's more awareness of dementia, absolutely. And I think people also know that, that we need to support the organizations like the Alzheimer Society, who's there to help people who are impacted by dementia. And we know we can't do it on our own, right? We need a whole communities to support. And so that's what happens. People recognize, and then they come on out and they share their stories, and they share their money, and that's really what we need too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and all the funds raised, what are some examples of maybe specific services that those funds will go to?
So we do a lot of education for people who are impacted by dementia. So we have lots of family education programs. We've got support groups for people with dementia, so as well as people who are caring for individuals. We've got Minds in Motion program, which is a community activity program for people with dementia and their care partners. We do lots and lots of community education sessions, and we don't charge for community education. We don't do those kinds of things because we really want as many people to come out as possible. We do a lot of advocacy. We train professionals in dementia care. We do a lot of supportive counseling. So we spend lots of time on the phone or in person with people who are impacted by the illness. And again, those aren't things that we charge for. And so we really do need people to support us.
And finally, where can folks go to get more info on this run and maybe sign up last minute?
Well, they can call the Alzheimer Society at 943-6622, or they can go to our website, alzheimer.mb.ca, and they can register there.
All right, Wendy Schettler, thank you so much for joining us. The Walk for Alzheimer's all across Manitoba through the month of June, including right here in Winnipeg at the Forks, June 13th.